remember the stupid the camera going back and forth?
Yeah.
I thought I had it fixed. I noticed it's doing it again. So if I do this, it's gonna move. Or you move and it's gonna move. Okay, maybe not. No, it is. I thought I fixed that, and now it looks like it's crooked too. Whatever.
We'll figure it out someday. Actually, see, we have
there we go.
We have to talk.
The computer was crooked. Whatever.
Whatever.
It'll center us.
Okay, we have a new camera guy again.
Yeah.
You're on, and he hasn't done what he was supposed to do in the meantime. So, what do you want? It's technology. Give me a break.
I thought
we did it.
I had it turned off.
But that's what you get for thinking.
I know, right?
Hi, guys. Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Normally, I'd be like, have the shirt on and be ready. I'm not that excited today.
Hey, I am.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Sunday, February 9.
February 9th, Super Bowl Sunday.
Number 210.
And none of the team, we don't give a shine noodle, sugar snap about either one of the teams.
Nope.
Nope.
This year it's about commercials.
We are all about the commercials this year.
So we are just gonna and a few of the snacks and things like that. So that's the other thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Jamie found this. I'm gonna have to try it. Like Reuben pickle sliders.
Oh my gosh.
So literally it's like 2 slices of pickles with pastrami and Swiss cheese and a dollop of Italian dressing, and you sandwich it in between 2 pickles and skewer it with a toothpick.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They're like little no carb sliders.
And then if you're into the sauerkraut, you could put a little bit on top or not. No, not whatever. No. I mean, for a true Reuben, that's how it is. I have a fake Reuben because I usually get.
We were thinking of doing some of those for the 4th of July.
Oh,
and do some with pastrami and some with turkey, because some people want a Rachel and not a Reuben.
And not a Reuben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to admit. So I about the pastrami more than I am about anything else.
Me too.
Because pastrami and not as much corned beef, but a lot of places make a Reuben, say it's a Reuben with corned beef, because I think it really is a corned beef, isn't it? What makes it a Reuben? I think the Reuben is because it's got the sauerkraut and the.
But the only difference between pastrami and corned beef is the pepper.
Yeah, that's about it.
So whatever. And
Gasters here in Indiana, and I think they're all over the place, but they have a New Yorker that has some pastrami.
That New Yorker
isn't it great?
So freaking good.
About this thick too.
It is like a New York sandwich.
Yeah, it is. If you ever get to New York, make sure you go to Katz's Deli. It's down in the
in the for sure. When you get the corned beef on rye, and it's like that tall.
$20 for the sandwich, but that's okay. You get a whole pound.
Yeah,
so you take 2 bites of that, and then you go over to Junior's and get the cheesecake, and you have your cheesecake, and you take it all back to the hotel going, why in the hell?
And then that night you go to whatchamadinger and get your steak. Peter Luger's.
Yes.
Yeah, go to Peter Luger's.
Next nights, because you're still eating the sandwich the whole day.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. So that's a great New York thing to do. Next time we sail out of New York, I'm going to be definitely going in to do those, because we didn't get to.
I would so splurge and go to Peter Luger's.
Oh yes, it's expensive, but it is the
splurge. But again, can't take that money with me when I die, so whatever.
And you have to make that reservation when you make your plane reservation.
You make your reservation at Peter
Luger's. Make sure you get there before, because it is very, very.
I mean, I'm not Bobby Flay. I can't just walk in.
No, it's there.
Yeah, right. Hi, Karen.
Yeah. Go.
You're kind of thinking not.
Sit there and talk for a little bit, and somebody would go, guys, get your back.
No. They probably wouldn't. They probably like these fucking idiots. These fucking idiots.
Where'd they come from? The street. And those guys. So anyway,
yeah, they hired this cameraman who's going to make everybody seasick.
That's why people are wondering, they're like, boy, not too many people watching. That's because we're seasick and I'm not even on a cruise ship doing this.
Oh, I wonder what it would do on a cruise. Because remember, I videoed the glacier when we got to the glacier. Tori and I went out onto our balcony, and I videoed like there's like 25-minute clip somewhere on our YouTube channel of the glacier. I wonder what it would have done there.
Just going.
That would have been really weird.
I know. Then that could be, boy, look at how that glacier moves. Everybody says you can't see it move, but Sue got it to move. How did you make that?
Well, my cameraman.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily need
It's Snoop Dogg. Really, the cameraman is Snoop Dogg. That's why you guys feel loopy. Because it's
told us the story this morning about he was in the store going through the liquor section and he found the Snoop Dogg gin and juice.
Gin and juice. It's Snoop Dogg.
Somebody else. I'm going to have to go over and look for the box and then give the gin to somebody who drinks gin, like Jamie. He drinks gin.
But it's a pre-made drink, like a White Claw.
Oh, what?
She doesn't drink it all. It's pre-made.
No,
it's in a can.
Mike's hard lemonade does have alcohol in it, so don't assume it doesn't.
Yeah, of course it does. Mike's Hard. So
she got a new baby. Yay, Max! So
Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg,
and we don't know who, but it's Snoop Dogg, so that's good enough for my taste. Oh my God!
Oh well, there's a song.
Oh, Gin and Juice. Okay. Whatever. I'm
looking. You stop looking, and I will.
So nothing really news going on except it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's out very much over the course of the week. I don't know if I mentioned it, but my brother had a foot infection, got it amputated. Now he's staying with us. Have you noticed that my hair might be a little longer because I'm pulling it?
It's by Dre and Snoop Dogg, guys.
Who's Dre?
Dr. Dre. He's another rapper.
Oh, obviously I haven't paid any attention to him because he didn't stick in my brain. So anyway, back to my brother. He's been staying with us and he's in a wheelchair and we have a bunch of stuff in our house. And so he's got to maneuver and things and we've got stairs and he's not quite there yet. So he's been driving me a bit nuts this week, even though I keep biting my tongue thinking I have to let him work this out himself and help out and be there for him. But like this morning, I didn't even go down and get my knitting to come up to show you guys.
Gin and juice, guys.
Oh, yay. See?
You cannot just take the juice out of this and you can't.
Oh, you can't?
It's a mixed drink in a can.
Oh. I wonder what the package looks like because.
Well, you're looking at the.
I know, but there's no Snoop Dogg on it.
Oh my God.
I want to see what the box doesn't even look like Snoop Dogg. He needs to have his picture on this stuff because then I would get it. So anyway, I didn't do anything, but I did start my celebration blanket this week. Which is You and You Yarns. It's a free download.
EWE. Not you.
She's got a bunch of nice patterns on there and she makes more of a worsted bulky type. I think I like her stuff from that standpoint, and her patterns are very easy to read and to do. So this is supposedly a whole year long thing. I know I've talked about it, but I'll tell you again that we do one a month, and I'm a little behind because I didn't get one done in January because I didn't want to take everything with me on the cruise because I knew I would want to. So I'm going to do 1 and 2, and then I may take 3 when we go on the next
I think
trip.
You should.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just bring one with you.
Just bring the one and be done with it and have it. So hopefully I'll have it for you next week so you can kind of see the thing done.
She forgot her yarn bag.
Because he was in my
I'm just
way.
Gonna say she forgot it.
Yeah.
There's a long story behind it, but she didn't bring any knitting with her.
Yeah. Too late. So I just let him dick around and I didn't go down and get it because I didn't pack that up. I packed the bag up. Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
But with him being down in my family room where he sat and knit, I've been forced upstairs into our living room, which faces north. It's a beautiful living room, which is my sewing room when I did a lot of sewing. And of course, I have things all over the house. So I've been kind of congregating in there and doing it. So yesterday's project was my needles, to get my
For
needles
knitting
organized.
needles.
And I'm not going to tell you how many thousands I have, but probably over 12. But anyway, I came up with some organization things that I've been doing with this. Now I came up with,
So now are you leaving this whole thing in a place that's findable? So
Yes.
that when you go through something and you find another needle,
Yes.
then you can put it
I
in
can
the
put it
correct
right in the correct box.
place. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So they have these photo boxes, and I started this on my own.
This is in your scrapbooking section
Yes.
of your local craft store.
Yes. And they have them where you can get them in a case, 16. And they put them on sale all the time, Michael's and Joann's.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I think Joann's is going to be going out of business. So they made
So that's
some that was
probably
super
the
cheap.
best place to go to is
Yeah,
Joann's to get them
because
on
again,
clearance or
on
something.
clearance and stuff. So
Yeah.
you buy the photo box, this thing, you put it individually, it's up to you. And then I started putting the needles in there because I couldn't figure out how to keep these things, the ones with long cords, together. So this is how I was doing it, putting it in little plastic bags and just keeping the little bags in in a box.
Yeah.
And then I was digging through them and it really was, whoa, hello. Man, it really wants some close-up shots of us.
I guess.
I guess I have to sit still, and that's definitely not possible with me. So
Hence why I wanted to actually
turn it
off when I thought I turned it off.
slow mode is on.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
Okay, I just thought I'd check just
Yeah, I
to
know.
see, because every time this thing pops up, it
That's
says
so that
something.
if 14 people are typing at one time, they don't all pop up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They come up one
An individual.
individually. So,
Okay,
yeah.
super. So anyway, so I got the boxes and I started putting them in, and I made some labels on my own and kind of came up with this. See, I got a little label on top. And I got on this website called Billy and Ba.
So she puts
Flexi flips in the
flexi
little
flips
2x3s
and-
that
yeah.
came that way. And the fixed ones can go into these 4x3. They fit, in the box, or you can, and I some of these little cord holders to stick on the bottom to put the length, but you can't write on it very well. It kind of
I would just write on the card,
or even on the
16
back,
inch or whatever.
36 inch or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's go ahead and get on there. They have some amazing little helper things you can download and print. BILLY and BAA. They've got stitch markers and all those fun little things, but they have free downloads of things you can write, you can print out to do the card. Okay. And I changed it a bit because I wanted it to see a little bit. I wanted it a little more for my flavor, but that's where I got it. And they have like checkout cards, yarn inventory. You can put it around. They have little cards you can print out. Like when you have your wound yarn like this and you have a bunch left, you can put a band around it with a card saying what you used it for and what it was. Mm-hmm. So if you lose that little thingy for the center telling you what it is, you can actually write down, find out, or keep that in the bottom of your knitting bag so that you know what it was that you were working on. Me, I'm terrible. I never pay any. But when I go back to look for it, it's like, okay, now how many ply is this? I'm over there pulling it apart, trying to check. Is this something that'll work with this? And you put the yarn together and
Well, you're not going to care anyway. You're just going to go buy another thing of yarn.
Well, true I am. But I want to work on breaking that habit. I do. So I organized this, and of course I found 8,000 needles. So I was on Knit Picks, and they have them for 20% off.
So you didn't buy any more because you have 8,000, right?
Yeah, I did not. I had them in my cart. When I have a needle holder, the ones that you slide the needles through, where you take the circular needle and you put it through and it kind of hangs on both sides. Well, I made one of those years ago, and I went through and finally organized that to make sure everything was in the right section. Because sometimes when you put them away, the 4 may slip in. You think you're in the 4, but it's in the 5. And I've done that on 1 or 2 occasions where I think I'm knitting with a 5 and I'm knitting with a 4, thinking, boy, this really didn't get gauged. What did I do wrong? And then I realized halfway into it, about this far into the project, that I'm on the wrong size needle and I'm not going back. So it suddenly becomes a small hat. It's a good thing I have a little head. I don't have many brains in there. So that's been my big thing. And go on Billy and Ba, Billy and BAA, and check them out. See what kind of things they have. They got some cute other stuff in there too. But I know they have cute stitch markers, but my style. I like them from Flocking Around the Table on Etsy. Is my
Flock around the table, not flocking.
Well, I'm flocking.
She's
I get caught up in my words. I get too excited. And
she's excitable.
I do.
So you guys know, was it last week or maybe I don't. My brain is still not functional, but I mentioned socks with pom poms on them. Y'all, this is what this one shows up. Now she forgot her knitting, but by God, did she not forget the socks with the pom poms on them? Because she made me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of socks with pom poms on them. Hand sewed them on.
Yeah, that's
the
because
back.
they were on the top of the stack.
They were on the top of the stack.
No, pom poms were it. I did have to go find them, but the socks were on the top of the stack because
Oh
I had
my
been cleaning
gosh.
out my sock drawer, and they were actually in the donate pile. So I went down and pulled out those.
Pulled them
to
out
give
of her
her.
donate pile.
Well,
Now
actually,
she's going to donate them to Sue.
now I donated them to Sue because she had mentioned the pom poms, and
Well, I'm like, whatever happened to that? I'm like, why did that go away? I don't
The
know.
only place I've ever seen them really is like on a golf thing, because those type of socks are very popular with golfers, or the little ankle ones.
Yeah.
One that has the bit
Yeah.
about this much
But
of
like,
an ankle.
I have a pair on right now. I
Yeah.
always wear that. Well,
Yeah.
except for work.
Yeah.
For work, I wear long black socks because I wear
Okay.
black pants.
She wears black pants, and of course she's got to be.
I have a uniform for work.
Well, yeah, you're.
I do a
Do
uniform.
they have a jacket like this for you at work?
No.
They better
Only
do
if
one.
only if you're a salesperson or a member of the commercial industrial environmental team or whatever, CID.
Yeah, but you're shipping coordinator, so you would ship all
Well,
that stuff, so you're part of it.
I am the
Before they ship something,
shipping operational
right,
specialist.
but they'd have to make sure that you know all this stuff
No,
to make
no.
it, send it, fire.
I am not a member of the commercial team
That's wrong.
or the sales team or management. Because like Jordan and Jamie have great pullover jackets that have that logo on it.
Right, that would be so cool. I could be very much.
Nope,
we
not
could
me.
be on Sundays. Oh, look at my cute shirt for today.
Isn't that cute?
Isn't that great? I love it. It's
course,
just so
Temu.
springy. And it's Temu, of course. It's
Um,
Temu. They have a black one too that's really pretty cool.
That would be.
Yeah, I think you might have to have one. Next, I'll put it on my list for Temu. I just won't get it.
Don't.
Are you sure? No.
Positive.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
All right.
Whips for the Super Bowl. Are you guys working on any whips for
Yeah.
the Super Bowl? I probably will actually be working on my blanket, which is right here. Because I dug it out of purgatory the other day and started working on it again. But I wanted to show you guys where I was on my silly Santa hat.
Nice.
This is basically my I'm waiting project right now because I'm to the point where it is just knitting. And the yarn that the black is from Fiber Seed, I believe. And then the yarn that I'm using right now is, I think it's called Marathon Socks North Pole. And this is colorway Christmas.
It's definitely Christmas. She's going to go all the way down.
So it's one of those where it makes its own kind of cool sock, but
Yeah.
it'll do the same thing in a hat,
In a hat.
in the round and round and round and round. So that's where I am kind of.
Where did you get the pattern for the clone trooper? Love clones. Isn't that great? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but I did interrupt. It really stripes out good. That's
Yeah.
one thing I love about sock yarn hat. You would think you wouldn't get as much stripe because it's so much bigger than a sock. I mean, a sock has what,
It's just thinner.
56,
They're
60?
just thinner stripes.
Well, but still, the fact that you can get a hat that stays striping like that, like the one I made for my husband, you know, which was supposed to be this, but didn't end up being
Right.
that.
Right.
Now, I was playing with the pattern to see about doing it the other way.
Oh, doing it small to large.
Yeah.
You're reverse engineering it.
Yeah. Because I thought, if nothing else, you know, some people, you feel like you're making more progress as you're going.
Mm.
And I thought maybe there's a way to do this. For me, anyway, I thought it would be a little better. To take with.
I kind of like the fact that I'm now getting, you know, I'm getting, and I'm not now, but at some point in time, you're going to get, oh, this is just getting
Too much.
But then you're like, oh, but I'm decreasing.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
It's like, oh,
it does
but now I'm
start to go.
decreasing, so now it's better.
Yeah, now you kind of know. And over here, I have just the look of it. I won't drag it out because it's huge.
It's big.
But you guys can
big.
kind of see the pattern she's working on. This is where she is at now. She's right around here with these colors now.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? So
if anybody's here that is semi-new, this is a modified granny square blanket. I think it's called the modern granny square.
Could be.
I kind of snagged the pattern off of the Crochet Crowd. He did it probably 7, 8, 10 years ago or something, but it's on their YouTube channel. I think it's called the modern granny square. At any rate, I'm making it so that it will fit my king size bed. And the yarn that I'm using is sock yarn. So it has to be like 80-20, 75-25. And it has to have pink in it somewhere. So everything in here has some sort of pink somewhere in it.
Yeah.
That's the story behind this blanket. It basically, I just wanted to use up yarn that I had. And then, of course, I've had friends donate their pink yarn that they're never going to use, blah, 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 you name it, whatever. But it's getting to the point where it's rather big.
Right.
And so I don't want to work on it in the summer.
Right.
Because I have a huge blanket basically on my lap.
It does. It's rough to do that.
So, and then, of course, by the time winter comes along, it has been in purgatory all summer.
Sure.
And then you forget about it.
Right. And then when you're dusting or you're walking
and
around
I'm like,
the living room,
the
it jumps
blanket.
out at
And
you.
I'm like, I should be working on that. So then, yeah, literally just the other day, I brought it out when I was, 5 o'clock in the morning watching the news. And I'm like, I should do the blanket. I'm a little chilly. That would be good. So then I started working on it.
Yeah. What kind of got me started doing some organizing on my needles and things is because I felt guilty about somebody's project that I've had for years and years and years. And I should probably dig it out, at least put it in the forefront so I keep seeing it. Now it's like somewhere down in the bottom that it's hers. So yeah. The Star Wars knitting in the oh my God, I love it. Thank you, Nancy. I'm going to check it out of the library right now. When I get, not right now. I mean, I'll keep talking to you. I'll check when I get home. I love Star Wars. It's one of my most favorite things in the whole world.
I almost got you something Star Wars. Where was it? And I went, it's a tchotchke thing. And Deb would just love it. But I don't know. What the heck? I think I was at Hobby Lobby.
I'll have to just do the check.
Because I went over there.
It's a good thing it's Sunday. I can't go.
Right. I did that on purpose. I know I didn't. No, I thought, so I have a few new colors of rings in the Etsy shop. And one of them is lavender rose. So it's on rose gold rings.
Okay.
And then this metallic lavender bead on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to slowly work on these because they're a little labor intensive. And so I was getting low on them already made up.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a drawer of rings that are partially put together, just not glued yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was pretty certain that I had some of these lavender rose ones made up, just not glued.
Sure.
So I dig them out, and I'm like, because of course I'm out of the bead.
Right.
I have no more of the beads.
Oh my God.
And so I was
How
like,
did that happen?
well, because I went through a lot of them. And so of course I pull these out and I'm like, son of a beeswax, I put them all onto silver rings. Now I don't have a listing for these on silver rings, but my brain one morning said, oh, here, just dump
Put
all
them in
these,
these-
put all these beads in here, and just because there wasn't that many left in
Right.
the thing, and just put them on the, well, dummy me. So then I'm like, well, how did I just say? So on Friday I went over to Hobby Lobby and went, do they have this bead? Where did I get this bead from? I can't remember.
Sure.
Because now I'm getting beads from all over the place, but
Sure.
before it was just Hobby Lobby.
Oh my God.
Because they're right across the street.
Yeah, it's not. And next week when she goes back to work, it's going to be, she can just zoom right by. See, I'd be in real trouble if it was a little closer. So yeah, my husband's making up a list of places where we can and can't move to. It used to be Disney World. We couldn't be within 3 hours of Disney World in Florida because I would hang out there.
Now you could, but
now we could, but that's 3 hours to either port.
To port. So I was like, now you're close to a port.
So now I'm close to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Port Canaveral and Tampa. They all go out of those. So he's like 4 hours, and that's 4 hours because I'm like, okay, 3 hours is okay too, because I'm not driving as much as I used to. But so this is and that was the other thing too. He's like, and we can't live near a craft store. I said, well, but a lot of the craft stores are near your grocery store. I'll drive. I said, but
just go, but Amazon will deliver it no matter where.
Right.
So,
just about everything I can get. I have no problem for places like Pharmacy. Isn't this great? So you won't get this.
I'm not going to get this.
Well, this is DK.
Okay. Well, that's good. It won't work for my
blanket. It
blanket
won't work
anyway.
for her blanket. This is DK Sprout. DK. It is from Penelope. No, this is Hearts Entwined. Okay. This one is Hearts Entwined. This is one of their months. I can't remember I think it's February. Okay. And why does it zoom in on you?
Because your face was covered by the yarn, and it wants to do a face.
Okay, so I need to do this.
Watch. No, because then it's going to come to you.
No, it's going to come to you because I covered your face. Anyway. So this is Sprout DK. It's got pinks and browns and blues and everything. So no blue, brown, pink. Anyway, it's really fun. So I'm going to make
pink and coral and light pink and specks of black.
It's great. So I'm going to make a hat and mittens with this. Okay. Then.
Oh, speaking of mittens.
Yes.
I am sad to report. I'm super sad to report.
Uh-oh.
The pink mittens with the thumbs that you made me, and they were in my red coat.
No way. Okay, I'll have to get that out.
They were.
I'm going to write that down. I'll get. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm pretty positive, unless they're in a drawer in the office. Got
kind of lost.
It was lost in the shuffle of when I was in the hospital
versus going through the thing. It was the same thing. Ellie's mittens when we went to do this winter thing at Newfields. We went to this dinner.
Why couldn't it have been a pair of 99 cents?
It never is. It never is. I never lose the 99-cent ones that are in my pocket. I take out, I set down, I pick up. They never get lost. I've lost more of the one of those of my handmade mittens than I have of anything else. So sometimes I think I should make 3.
Oh, because you lose one mitten?
Then you lose one, you have another one. The only thing is when you got a pattern, you never know, because if you make the right one, you're going to lose the left one. So you're going to have to do it backwards. And so it's not going to work anyway. Yeah. So you can't necessarily do that. Nancy, you need to post it send a picture to Sue when you get that hat done. I want to see that clone hat.
Tag us on Instagram if you're there, or Facebook. So I don't get into Facebook very often, you guys. So I'm in Instagram way more often than Facebook.
And I only get on Facebook when it sends me a note to say, hey, you were tagged or something you're interested in. And it's like once or twice a week, if that. And then I'll kind of scroll through it, but 90% of the
Facebook way more than I am. Yeah. Maybe once every 6 months. So don't expect anything from me out of Facebook.
And this one is called,
Another fiber seed.
yes, it's Sprout Sock.
Let's try it up back here.
Okay, see what
See
it does.
if it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
better. And
This
the
is
blue.
kind of cool. I
Isn't
like
it cool?
this.
Isn't that great?
I like this.
Yeah. I kind of thought that would be
This one is it's brighter than what it's kind of
showing
showing.
up. Yeah.
It
And
looks
the
really
blue
dark
looks
there,
really
but
good.
this blue.
But you know what? This one might make a great.
Well, if you had two of these.
No, this is big. So I could use
No,
this for
you
the
need
base.
1,100 yards.
Yeah. I'll figure something out. This is I can get another one. I forget how many yards it is. This is long, 510 yards. So I do need another one of that, and probably another one of these that I could put blue stripes in between.
You don't need stripes in it.
No, I know I don't.
And
That's a
you
cool
don't,
idea.
You know what? You do not need to order more yarn.
I
Go through the yarn that you fucking have.
Maybe I could get something.
I'm going to
to
come
do with
over to
stripes.
your house sometime in the next 2 weeks, and we're going to start going through your fucking yarn.
No, you can't, because most of it's downstairs where my brother is, so it would be in his way. So anyway, but you know, one of the reasons I bought this, I thought I could pass it on to Colleen for her blanket when she's done. When I'm done. But Colleen, you'll be done with your blanket before I use this. So anyway.
She got tennis elbow in her crochet blanket.
Oh,
She had to put it down because she was
crocheting too much.
She was crocheting too much and got tennis elbow.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. That's terrible.
And yeah.
Oh man.
And that's just horrendous.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I know that for me, when I crochet, my thumb, because I have a thumb, because of the way I throw, I don't do it the way everybody else.
You don't pick up?
No,
Oh, yeah.
because my grandmother taught me that way, so it's the way I do it. And even like continental, oh my gosh, you'd think
that's knitting.
I know,
throw
but
in
I
knitting
can't.
when I pick up and crochet.
But I can't. I've kept trying out how many times to get that continental because it just intrigues me so
That's
much.
knitting.
I
What
know.
the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about crochet. Her
I know,
blanket
but
isn't crochet.
I squirreled over to the other side.
Well, I throw in knitting. I throw.
But you can do. But when you do your other knitting, like when you do your color work,
I can have this.
Yeah, I can't. I have to pick up the separate.
Well, that's fine. So does Colleen.
Yeah.
For color work, but
okay.
But I throw normally.
Okay.
I normally throw.
I know that you did continental.
No, I mean I can, and
because you hold your yarn that way when you crochet too.
Right.
See, I don't. I need to work on that.
But to me, it's more awkward.
Have you guys ever done that Portuguese? I don't know what Portuguese is.
I've never tried it.
I haven't looked it up yet either because I figure I can't. I can barely do.
I mean, I can do this pickup, but I just feel more
comfortable going to throw.
Yeah,
it's fine. I just thought you did for some reason. I think maybe it was because of the color work day.
Sharon,
she always did.
She always picks.
Chicken Sharon
picks.
Yeah.
And Leah does a hybrid between the two.
Really?
Yeah, she does. And I've gotten to the point where Leah pivots. She holds the yarn in her right hand. And then instead of kind of throwing, she pivots
and picks it up.
And picks it up.
Okay.
So she does this really kind of hybrid sort of. She wanted to knit faster, but in order to knit faster, if you want to knit faster, you have to limit the amount of movement that you do.
Exactly.
So she knits really close to the tip, and does a little pivot thing where your right hand isn't moving and throwing, your left hand is pivoting the needle to pick it up. I think it's something like that. At any rate,
Sharon throws too.
I do really close to what Leah does because I do a combination of the two. I'm still pivoting, but I'm also moving this one to throw it.
Yeah. See, now that's better.
I don't know.
Every once in a while I try to come up with something else and then I get sidetracked and I go right back to where go to what you know.
You go to what you're used to.
Yeah. much thing, even though I don't do too bad. It's just because I do it so much when we're on the ship and things like that. Everybody thinks I'm so fast, but I'm not all that fast. It's just that if you're not a knitter and
I'm
2
not that
inches,
fast.
they think that's a lot because they don't understand how many hours you actually did it or how many times you took it back to figure out that your pattern was off, and so you had to.
Karen says she throws when she knits. Yeah, we know you throw when you knit.
Yeah, you throw it to Marcia
so she can pick up your stitches for you.
We'd be picking.
I think Sharon Chickachurn's the only true.
Yeah, I think she's the only true
picker.
continental type
picker that we know. I don't think there's anybody else. Everybody else is.
Everybody else, I think we pretty much do the throwing. Yeah. Linda might. Linda Wilcox might.
No, she's a thrower.
Is she a thrower? Okay. Well, you guys throwers or not? I guess we should maybe do a survey at some point. You know.
Yeah, let us know. Are you guys throwers or pickers?
You know, which do you prefer, throwing or picking? So it just depends, but whatever.
Well, and then in color work, like I hold it in both hands,
which is good. I don't.
She doesn't. Neither does Colleen. Colleen drops one
and picks up the other,
and then picks up the other one. So she's a dropper.
Right. I am too, because I want to make sure I take the new color around the old color so that it's tucked in, and then my floats are okay. It's crazy, but in the pink hat, I realized how I did it. I was paying attention in the last one with the two colors, which I better put that pom-pom on today. I'm going to get my nails done this week, hopefully. So I'll have to take her that hat. Pom-pom singer. I chose, like you said, just a pink one. It's a little bit darker pink, but it's still that brighty pink. And it'll look okay on there because I decided to go that route. And I think I might just have enough.
Yeah, that multicolored one. It was just too much.
Too much.
It was just too much.
Just too much. It needs to go on like, the safety green or something like that, and just do the hat in the safety green, and then put that on the top.
Yeah, right.
So I may have to. I'm sure I have.
I have some hot pink. Probably super bulky.
Yeah, super bulky.
I'm not sure.
That much. I
don't know where I got it. I don't know where I got it, but it would make up a hat in a day.
Besides the crocheting, the bigger needles, I can't go as long either. A 4, 5, 6 in that range, I can probably go a lot longer, a couple, 3 hours, and my hands are in constant, on the ship, on the plane, whatever. An 8, I start to feel it after about an hour or so.
I think that's just what you're used to using.
I think so too. And then I thought about doing a hat on 10, a bulky hat. And no, it was so hard. Now that I'm working with the 8, it may be better. But I was working with a 2 and a 3 on the silly, on the one that was supposed to be a silly hat, silly Santa hat, and it just didn't work that way. So who knows?
I may have to see if I can't find a hat pattern for bulky. I think that's bulky. Let me go grab it really quick.
She's gonna go grab it.
I know it's right out in front. So.
It's right out in front. Rip roaring and ready to go. And look at it. It's turning in on me.
Yeah.
Let me do Vogue. See, I'm the star of the show here. But I've never thought about doing a podcast by myself. I probably could, except it would be an entire squirrel time. So you guys would never necessarily. Don't know what patterns I'm going to use for my fiber seed yet, but I will, let you guys know. And hopefully I'll get things started again. Oh, and I'm going to go back to, I pulled out Stephen West. So I'm my one that I have been years ago. Oh, I love it.
So this is what I was talking about.
Oh my God.
This is 60% baby alpaca, 11% merino, 29% nylon.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
Made in Peru. I don't know where I got it.
I think I know where you got it. I think I brought this back.
It says to use a 5 through 7.
Yeah. I think you think it's bulky, but it really isn't. When you actually get into this, it's more of a decay.
Or worsted. Let's just go with worsted. Yeah, let's just go with worsted.
You know, that's what we can do. We can take it and make a headband. and just attach skeins of yarn
No,
like
it's
this
a hat made out of that.
because it's so soft. This could be orgasm too.
Orgasm too. I want a
Well-
hat. Maybe I'll do a cable hat because I gave away my red cable hat.
That would be good.
I gave that to my mother-in-law's sister when she was down.
Oh, this would be so soft on your ears.
I know, right?
Wouldn't it be great? Just like this, you'd never freeze. Oh, I love it.
Maybe another hat number 5.
Number 5 would be good.
Hat number 5 because that has the mock.
I really don't know what she's talking
It's the name of the pattern. Hat number 5.
about. Really?
Yeah.
Who makes it?
I don't know. It used to be free on Ravelry. I don't think it's there anymore. But if you go to Google and just put in hat NO period and then the number 5, it comes up.
Okay.
It used to be on Ravelry, but I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I think I know where this came from.
Continental and hold multiple yarns in the left hand for color work. Yeah, right.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys use those rings too? That you have, there's a
I
ring that you can thread
yeah,
your
I
yarn through. I don't know if that would be help me or not.
For color work or for
Things in general to
or for
learn
crochet
more.
because
crochet to learn to get to use this finger. I might have to look it up. I might have to go to YouTube. Since I have time to hide up in my away from my brother, not in my little nest that my husband says. That's what he says. It was so funny because, like I said, he's downstairs. We're taking care of him. My nest is downstairs, and my edge of the couch has my own little basket, my own little area with all of my stitching things and my coloring things and stuff. And I can't get down there because his wheelchair is right there, and I want to give him some space. So, I've been designated upstairs, and this is what he says to me. He said that the other day. He goes, something about my nest being broken or something. And
Mikey said that.
Yeah. Something.
Your nest has been invaded.
Invaded. So, I must have fallen out of the tree or something like that. I can't remember what he said, but it was one of those things. I was like, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Okay. But all I know is in 30 days, I get to go away again, and I'll be free to do whatever I want, except I'll have my sister. So either way, I lose. But I can hide from her. So I digress. Okay, what else? That's all I really have today. My organization is new, so go on Billy and Ba and check out their little inventory card. I know other places do. UU with the celebration, EWE with the celebration blanket, if you think about that. Oh, by the way, Marley Burr started today. I didn't get on there because I thought I better not have too many projects going at the same time. Because she
squirreled, and I lost. You lost me, and that's hard to do.
When I said I didn't have much more, and then I started talking.
You squirreled.
I always do because my
you
brain
were talking.
goes. UU has the inventory type stuff too. I think if you go on her stuff, Billy and Ba has the inventory stuff and cards and things like that. Think about it, and then you might, if you decide you want to do anything.
That's fine. Yeah. What was the other thing that you just brought up?
I said the UU is because, Marley Bird.
Marley Bird.
Remember last week I mentioned she has Super Bowl Sunday. I have it. Hold on. I'm going to take off and go get that real quick. It's right here in my
gosh, y'all. Sometimes I have to slow her down just so that we can understand what the hell she's talking about.
Oh, here it is. My little. Okay, Marley Bird. Here, you can hold. See, she does one's knit, one's crochet.
Okay, all right. And for the knitters and crocheters and all of us.
It's a free download, and then you get the pattern, and it tells you what to get. And it starts today. It's a whole day event from like.
Oh yeah, this is the Super Bowl thing.
The Super Bowl thing, so that you can finish a project in a day.
Okay.
I didn't realize that I always thought, like my sister too, she thought the game was on at 1 or at 4:30 because that's how most of the games are registered. No, it's on at
6:30 tonight.
And it's in New Orleans. And that's like, I'm like, oh man, I won't watch the whole thing. I'll make it to halftime. Then unless it's a really, really good game, then I'll probably not make it.
I'll make it through the first quarter, and then I'm going to go into bed and turn on something else.
True. That's how you probably should do it. So Thanks, Tammy. You do that. Oh, color work. How many do you work at the same time? I'm one
Depends
and
on
one.
how many colors are in the color work pattern you're working on.
I know, but I don't know if I could ever do that. But yet I'm pretty good with helical. No, it's a little bit different. And I've only ever done
You're
4
not holding on to
helical.
you're not
No.
holding on to the extra strands in helical.
No, you're not. But I mean, to me, that's kind of a color work situation because I'd have to
it's
move.
not. But that has nothing to do with. Okay, I love you, but that has nothing to do with color work.
No, it doesn't. You're right. I'm thinking about it. My hand's caught up, and I caught up to my it's
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you guys, you get me going, and then I get so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Sorry.
This is why she likes Snoop Dogg, because he brings her back down to reality.
He does. And he's slower. If you know it, he's slower. He does
Yes.
his slow walk.
Yeah, you need to take advice and direction from Snoop Dogg.
Maybe I need to get some gin and juice.
You need to, and I think the juice needs to be spiked with a little vitamin M.
Oh, do better.
Right. We
Yeah.
need you
I
to
need to be sure.
embrace the vitamin M.
Yeah. So
Slow her down some.
did you guys see me that? My niece always says that's the sloth is her spirit animal.
Yeah.
Because
it needs to be your spirit animal.
Nah.
You might get down to you're like a squirrel and Wile E. Coyote all together.
I never thought about that. No, that's the bird.
That's the
bird.
But you're kind of like that too.
Yes, that's
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. I wish it was gossamer. Remember we talked about that the other day, the orange thing.
Yeah.
We were knitting. It was she's going to meet us on Tuesdays, hopefully, so we'll be able to see her.
Time for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Then
you have to go back to reality. But then I'm leaving, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Then I'm here and then I'm gone. But for the summer, for the most part, it looks like I'll be around. So you guys are stuck with me forever.
Until you go crazy.
Yeah, that's true. He'll be gone by then. Trust me.
Yeah, if you don't kill him.
Yeah, or I will.
Right.
That was the other thing I thought. We can always find him a place.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't move in right away and stays at the house,
then you can move into it.
I can move into it.
Right.
And that's my haven for a while.
Well, I told her, I said, there's a place here. It's already for rent.
Trust me, I've thought about it. And I would have called her this week. I saw her on Tuesday. I saw her on Wednesday. Trust me, by Thursday afternoon, I was ready to come over here and hide.
You saw me on Wednesday?
I took you to the doctor on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. You saw me on Wednesday?
Yeah, I took her to the doctor.
Yeah, she went with me to the doctor.
I just was in.
I had a very good checkup, by the way.
Yes.
Y'all were wondering, I had a very good checkup. All is well. They came and took the oxygen out of my house. They said, I don't need it no more. I failed that. But how did he put that? The guy who walked me in the hospital. He said something like, well, you didn't pass that. Or how did he put it?
I don't remember.
He basically said I failed to need oxygen at home.
So it was like you passed the test, but you failed the other test.
Yeah.
I mean, our goal was to get you off, so you passed that part, but you failed the part. So
no.
I even have a new box. Isn't that great? So now if you ever need to know something, you can mention the episode. And
if I was a good person, I would just put the notes into the actual YouTube video, but
not anymore. You guys really don't go back and
it hurts
anyway. So I go back and read some of the comments because I like
on occasion,
but not too much because I don't want to hear anything critical. And that's why I don't go back and
nobody says anything critical anyway.
I don't think so.
But there's only been a couple of times where we had
people getting
scammers.
in. Yeah. Getting in.
But it's just fine. Whatever.
I didn't ignore it, and I have been. Half the time I can't see it anyway. It's just with the new computer, she moved us a little closer, so now I can actually read it. So anyway,
and the screen's bigger, so the wording's bigger.
That's true, and it's a touch screen. So when I do this in a little bit, I can actually don't
accidentally touch it though.
I know. I don't.
She keeps doing that now.
Yeah, And because our pen, I did it before, our pen has the puncher and I punched it and it did something. She's like, knock it.
It started, I was trying to get the video up and ready to go. And she touched it with the end of the pen and started another video.
Yeah, I did.
Like, just, I'm like, Deborah, stop it.
I know. She yells.
She's
at
like a
me.
little child. She's like a 2-year-old.
I get so excited.
Yeah.
I do.
You are like a 2-year-old. You have like the energy of a 2-year-old.
I wish I did when it come to other stuff. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I have the energy, but my brain can't keep up with the energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What it is.
ADHD.
I don't have ADHD. I'm not going to have ADHD. I don't need a set of initials after me. You know, I've got enough as it is. So you guys have a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Have fun.
We're going to have
working
chili
on your
this
webs.
afternoon.
Okay.
And nachos a little bit, but then, and work on your projects and
Yeah, work on your whips.
and get
Tag
them
us on your Instagram post so we can see what you're working
so
on.
she can see what you. She's better
Well,
about
me,
that stuff.
whatever.
I'm not. My phone's crazy anyway. So, all right, we will
Okay.
see you all next week. Oh, and happy
Oh, wait a
Valentine's
minute.
Day. Wait,
Hold up just a sec.
I saw them sitting over there. I have some.
I did find Deborah snagged these before they even got up onto YouTube or on Etsy. Sorry.
Oh my God, aren't they the greatest?
So
Absolute greatest.
this is cream with a pink face.
Isn't
This
it the
one is
best?
white with a gray face. This one is gray with a white face.
So cute.
Oh my God. So
cute
she
one.
got those. I also got sapphire blue 2-row counters up
Right.
in silver. And then these are not up yet, but they'll be up today sometime. They're rainbow with love on the top of them.
So sweet.
They will be in either, you can get them either lever back or lobster class.
Lobster class. These are the tiniest
Um,
little lobster class. I just love them. These are nice, but they're great.
No, those are bigger. So you could use them for a bag thing or bag pull or a progress keeper.
Or a zipper.
So
The bigger
those
are good
ones,
for that 'cause you can get
the sheep are singles, but the Love Rainbow one will be 1, 3, or 5 packs. They're just not up yet.
There's
The
not
rainbow
till
ones aren't up
today.
yet, but the sheep are.
Should be-
The sheep are.
Oh, I just love them. I keep moving them around on things. No, zoom in now. Whatever. Okay, we got to work with the cameraman. We're going to have to.
I'm gonna fire him. I'm gonna try to fire him. I tried to fire him last week, but it didn't work.
Well, maybe next week we will.
Mm.
You guys have a great day and a good week. Happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, because that's Friday, isn't it?
What's today? 9, 10.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Friday. Yeah,
Friday.
Friday.
So happy Valentine's Day
Happy
early.
Valentine's Day early. So enjoy. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And it is a touch screen.
It is a touchscreen.